Okay, so today we're going to be doing a review on the Condor tool and knife Parang Machete. Now, sorry it's a little bit dark on my screen. I'm hoping it turns out a little bit brighter than what it looks. But the light is behind me, and this is being filmed on an iPad, so the quality won't be that great, and I would like to apologize for that. But you're here for a review, so we're not going to go into detail about the camera, we're going to go into detail about the machete. First up, this thing is fantastic. Trying to open it with one hand does not work very well. I'm going to use my knee to hold down the sheath, but it is a great machete. It works really well for chopping vines and stuff like that. I used it to chop through a bunch of thorn bushes, through some light shrubbery, etc. It does fantastic, despite the thick blade. This is like a 1/4 of an inch, like 1/4 of an inch thick, I think. Yeah, I think that's about right. I don't have my measuring tape with me, so I can't really tell you. This thing is fantastic. This is the box it comes in. It comes outside of its sheath. It comes outside of it, and from here to roughly, it covers the entire blade with paper. They've got it wrapped up, and you about need another knife to open this knife. Well, machete. I consider it a knife. And anyway, this is a great built handle. I chopped wood with it. These kinds of machete. Okay, first of all, machetes are not made to chop through wood. However, this blade is so thick that it has no problem with going into wood. And as you can see, the blade is pretty much intact except for a few spots around the tip where it's kind of chipped. I'm sorry the camera refuses to focus, but it's got two spots that are chipped a little bit. Hold on, let's hold you up to the light here so you can see it. Right there. I don't know if you can see that. I'm hoping you can. Yeah, you can see one of them. But anyway, you get the idea. But those two chips are because I accidentally hit a rock with it. When I was chopping a tree that was on the ground, I was swinging like this. I'm barefoot right now, so anyway, I was swinging like this around my leg, chopping down branches on a fallen tree, and I accidentally hit some gravel because I was out in the woods on a gravel path that day. And I didn't get to clean this, but I did get the chance to rub it down with oil, which the oil I used is just WD-40. Nothing too special. They say to wipe it down with a light oil because this is a carbon steel. If you chop with this and then you put it up, it probably will rust. It most likely will. Now this discoloration right here, this was black all the way up to right about here. You can see where it's missing that. That's because I was batoning wood. That's what happens when you use it for something it's not meant to do. But that's the only real problem I had with chopping wood with this thing, was the coloring kind of came off right through here. That probably wouldn't have happened if I hadn't had used it for chopping wood, but I used it for chopping wood, so that happened. The sheath, the belt loop, it rotates. It will rotate, so that means you can sit down or whatever else. You don't want to sit down in a car with this. I've figured that out. Like, I had just come out of the field. There's a field behind my house, a big cow pasture, where I did most of the testing. Anyway, you do not want to try and drive with this, but you can sit on a couch or a chair or just about anything as long as you've got like a couple inches behind your back, and this handle will just kind of curve around you as opposed to digging in. If you're sitting in a car, this handle here will dig into you. Okay? Now, something I did notice, going back to chopping wood, sorry, I'm kind of scatterbrained right now, I'm not very experienced with reviews, but anyway, something I did notice, when you are chopping wood with this, it will give you kind of, give you blisters, like right around here, for me right around here on my middle finger and here. So just these two spots are the places I get blisters, and it'll also wear into the webbing between your thumb and your pointer finger. It'll wear into that, make it a little bit sore. But if you use it like you're supposed to and just chop vines, as long as your vines and small shrubbery, as long as you've got as long as you're used to that kind of work, you won't have a problem. If you're not used to that kind of work, your forearm will be a little sore the next day. But that's pretty much it. And yeah, so this was $62. The website is condortk.com. That's really blurry. I'm hoping you'll be able to see that, but I doubt it, so I'll just kind of yeah, that's not gonna oh wait, oh, gonna do it? Yeah, there we go. condortk.com. You get this little brochure and you get a message that I don't have right now. It's a little piece of paper that says this is a carbon steel, so you have to put an oil on it. Now, like I said, I just take a napkin, spray WD-40 on it, and wipe it down, and that covers up most of the little scuff marks, really. That covers up most of them, because when you come out of the field after chopping wood, if that's what you're getting this for, which it will do, it's just not made to do. Anyway, it will, chopping wood with this will kind of make it look bad. It'll scuff it up, it'll be whiter in spots and dark. It'll be lighter in the spots where you're chopping wood and darker in the spots where you aren't. So, as long as you keep that in mind, you should be okay. Also, oil this handle right here, because it keeps it looking nice and dark, and it doesn't let it rot. Also, I don't know why you'd want to put a lanyard on it, but you can, because there is that little lanyard hole, whatever you want to call it. And it's made in El Salvador, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's made in El Salvador. And the only thing, one of the few things I don't like, aside from the blisters and having to oil it whenever you're done, and, well, aside from that, is when it's in its case, it does not fit in the box. It hangs off about that much. I laid it on top a minute ago and it hangs off about that much. So I guess Condor couldn't afford an extra inch of cardboard to fit the whole thing when it's in the case. But yeah, that's but yeah, not much of an issue. This is $62. Like I said, I got mine on Amazon. I'll put a link to Amazon and the Condor website so that you can get one yourself. And thanks for watching. Goodbye. Hope you have a great day.